Warriors! Video number 2 today, and I want you to hang on to your seats. Coinbase IPOs today, and Gary Gensler is confirmed. My name is Coach JB. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity, and the unconscious activities become your reality. I'm the top health and mindset coach in the world, and I repeat the same things. It's called preemptive programming. You can repeat my sentences eventually, just like they do in the government, just like they do on the media, and that's why you live in the current reality you live in. And until you break free from that paradigm, you will constantly live in the same reality. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today, Warriors. It's an exciting, exciting time. But I'm here to tell you that crypto regulation is here. And that could be a good thing, and it could be a bad thing for some of you. So if you don't understand the crypto space and you're just invested in non-fundamental cryptocurrencies, this is probably going to be a very bad time for you. A lot of the bad actors are going to get wiped out. Now let's take a journey back, and I'm going to take you through Gary Gensler being nominated today. Okay? Then I'm going to show you a video from 2018. I'm going to show you where he was at MIT, or he's an MIT professor. And then we're going to talk a little bit about what Forbes magazine is saying about Gary Gensler coming on to the SEC. I believe in my paradigm, he was brought on specifically for crypto regulation. Okay? Jay Clayton throws out the lawsuit December 22nd to the XRP community, right, against the XRP Ripple. He leaves a couple days later. They put Gary Gensler in his spot now, and he's going to be here for a short amount of time to fulfill his tenure. That's all he's doing. Think about that. Why would he just be fulfilling Jay Clayton's tenure? Just like Brian Brooks came from the head legal Coinbase to become the head of the OCC to federally charter cryptocurrency banks and allow banks to federally charter banks to hold your cryptocurrency, custody your cryptocurrency. Excuse me, I'm in a 62-hour fast right now. My brain is trying to catch up. Okay, so let's go deeper into this word. So Gary Gensler was confirmed by the Senate to lead the SEC, Wall Street top regulators. So Gary Gensler will lead the Securities and Exchange Commission after the Senate voted to confirm his nomination to the nation's top financial regulator. Gary Gensler, Joe Biden's pick to helm the SEC, will play a key role enforcing and drafting the rules. Let me back up. Enforcing and drafting the rules that govern Wall Street, investors, and financial entities. Drafting the rules that govern Wall Street, investors, and financial entities. He is here for one goal and one goal only: to shake the living shit out of the crypto space, to bring in regulations, to make it fundamental so that the ecosystem can move over to banks, so the whole financial system can move into the fourth industrial revolution. That is my opinion, Warriors. Progressives expect him to look into digital currencies, GameStop, Trading Mania, and how corporate America prioritizes environmental and social governments. It is game time, Warriors. This is a good thing. The SEC lawsuit for XRP and Ripple, I've been telling you it's a political theater, and I've been deep diving that for you and share it with you guys. As you look this way, there's a whole nother narrative happening this way. If you know the game, you can't be played. If you're in fundamental cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, XLM, the top 100 cryptocurrencies, ones that actually have real world solve and utility to solve real world problems, you're going to probably become one of the wealthiest people in the world. But if you're messing around and don't understand the cryptocurrency space, you probably are going to be an emotional investors jumping in and out. So this is historical right now. Coinbase, Gary Gensler. Now let's listen to this video, okay? Don't take my word for it. This is 2018. So listen to this video and ask yourself what they just said right here, okay? Progressive expect him to look into digital currencies, GameStop, Trading Mania, and how corporate America will prioritize environmental and social governance. He's here to enforce and draft rules that govern Wall Street, investors, and financial entities. Well, let's listen to a video in 2018, Crypto and Regulation at the MIT Digital Currencies Initiatives. Listen to what he says in 2018.
At the end of this, but we're here today to talk about regulation in the cryptocurrency space. So Gary, I want to start with you because you've been making some headlines this week. Why don't you give a summary of sort of what you've been saying and what's been going on?
Well, thank you, Neha, and it's great to be with Patrick. What I really think is there's a great potential for blockchain technology. It's already in its 9.5 years since Satoshi wrote his paper, brought some real changes underneath the hood of the world of finance. But I think for further adoption, to move to the next stage, basically, we really need to bring it inside the tent of public policy frameworks. We should be tech neutral. As societies, though, we've benefited for decades from ensuring that people pay their taxes. We've benefited to ensure that people don't fund terrorists. And yes, we've benefited from basic investor protections that came out of the Great Depression. So I think we need to bring this whole world into that, modify some of the rules underneath the hood, change some of the specifics, but the time for this ecosystem, these crypto markets, to live outside of social policy norms, I think we have to get beyond that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why he's here. What he just said. We need to stop. They're not going to allow us to live outside of the government systems anymore. Whereas I know a lot of you went in here to avoid the government or to hide your spending. One thing I'll tell you, unfortunately, is you're not going to get away from that. It's just almost an impossibility the way that our system works, Warriors. So you have two choices right now. You can either get on board and go for the ride of your life and understand that regulation is coming. You can bitch and complain about your government. You can try to go against. You can go. Only thing you can do basically right now is go hide in a forest, shut off your cell phone. But I guarantee the satellites that Elon Musk is putting in the sky are probably going to find you anyways. Or you can become the uncommon 1%. You can take advantage of the shift of the third industrial revolution to the fourth industrial revolution and become one of the richest people in the world, and then you can change the narrative. You can be the one making decisions. Unfortunately, the monetary system, those who control the money, control the information, control the people. It's just how it works, Warriors. So you can bitch and complain about it, or you can do something about it. You can listen to your parents or grandma or the person with a beeper and a fanny pack on giving you advice on your finances, or your financial advisor that's just selling you a product that's going to make them commission and make you a little bit of interest on your money. It's your choice, Warriors. I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advisor, but this is real talk. This is real talk. This is your money, your future, your kids' future, your grandkids' future. We're here to build generational wealth. We're here to multiply the money, as the Bible says. So let's see who Gary Gensler is. If you're new to crypto, let's take a look. So Gary Gensler, so this is MIT OpenCourseWare. Now remember, MIT's been building blockchain protocols since 1996, cryptography, okay? The internet's been around since the internet protocol type has been around for a very long time, Warriors. This is not new. This stuff has been built for a very long time. When they turned the printing machine on in 1971, they've been slowly and methodically building you into this moment. The housing crisis, I think that didn't happen by chance. Who let that happen? Think about that. They did it to crash the system, to bail out the banks. Now they're way too big to fail. There's all this money printed into the system, and what they're doing is they're setting up the infrastructure for the collapse to the movement to the new system. And who is the hero? Person who creates a problem, gets a reaction, comes up with the solution, and you sit back as a puppet on the string, stuck in their system. Okay, so Gary Gensler right here. So this is a blockchain. You can actually take this course for free, Warriors. I put it into our academy. It's a commons right or whatever. You can actually use it. I highly recommend you go do it. If you type in MIT courseware, it'll come up. So MIT course, this is that's the course description. The course is for students wishing to explore blockchain technology's potential use by entrepreneurs and incumbents to change the world of money and finance. The course begins with a review of Bitcoin and the understanding of the commercial, technical, public policies, fundamentals of blockchain technology, distributed ledger, and smart contracts. The class then continues on to the potential of blockchain applications in the financial sector, and your course guide is none other than Professor Gary Gensler, the new head of your SEC, who's coming in for a short amount of time to fulfill Jay Clayton's tenure. All All right. So here's what Forbes is saying about it. Gary Glenser nominated to lead the SEC. What does this mean for you? Okay. Just a few months ago, President Barack Obama's first term, and just a few months into President Barack Obama's first term, the junior senator from Vermont appeared on the left-wing television news show Democracy, now to the voice of his displeased with Obama's pick to run the commentary or the CFTC. I don't believe that we need more of the same old, same old. Senator Sanders told Democracy Now! Host Amy Goldman. The philosophy that Gary Glenser espoused when he was working for Bill Clinton in the Treasury Department was strongly deregulation. 2 months later, Sanders and a few other liberal Democrat senators voted against Glenser's nomination. It hardly mattered. Gary Glenser cruised to an easy confirmation. What a difference 12 years makes. President Joe Biden has tapped Gary Glenser to run the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, and neither Sanders nor anyone from the left-flank Democratic Party had made much guff. When the Senator Banking Committee advanced Gensler's nomination on March 10th, left-wing stalwarts, including Senators Elizabeth Warren and Shannon Brown, gave Glenser the thumbs up. Why the switch? One reason is that Sanderia's particular concerns were proved wrong after Gensler used his position leading the CFTC to go after the banks as aggressively as anyone in Obama's administration. From the Goldman's partners to Goldman Pursuit, basically he went after the banks that caused the issue in the financial crisis in 2008. So Warriors, we have somebody right now that's coming in specifically, let's read this line one more time, to bring in crypto regulation. Now what does that mean? Why on the same day? Coinbase, think about this. Let's think about the narrative. Coinbase hits the NASDAQ. That tells the whole public the cryptocurrency is super duper legit. Then Gary Glenser is brought into the SEC to Gensler's president. Joe Biden's top pick for the SEC will play a role in enforcing and drafting the rules that govern Wall Street investors and financial entities like cryptocurrency. Think about this, Warriors. Think about this. Jamie Dimon just recently said to you that fintechs should scare the living shit out of banks. That's what he said, the living shit out of banks, as he's building a cryptocurrency protocol, as he has JPM coin. As all your banks are getting set up to federally charter your cryptocurrency, and you're in Sleepy Town. You got your Sleepy Time tea, you're sitting there with your quarters in your pocket in your fanny pack, and you're believing these people at the barbershop and all these people that are telling you cryptocurrency is a fraud. About 66% of people in the United States or currently do not know about cryptocurrency or even care about cryptocurrency. So think about the opportunity you have right now, the opportunity of a lifetime. Now, I'm not giving you advice to get into crypto. What I'm telling you is to wake up, Warriors, to wake up. I believe in God. I follow the life of Jesus. In the Bible, it tells me to multiply my money, not to bury my money in the backyard, but to multiply my money and bring the money back to the people. To not follow the righteous people, to follow the people that need help, that need support, that are not awake, and to go after those who have ears to hear and eyes to see. Not the righteous people who think they know it all, but the people who are open-minded, that are willing to look forward at a society that we can create to help as many people as humanly possible. That's what we've created here at the Warrior Academy. We are almost 1,200 strong, 15 different countries, and Kevin and I have worked hard to bring people together. We had 1 warrior, 2 warriors, 3 warriors, 4 warriors, and last year around November we had 106 warriors. And we are working hard to bring information. Now it has nothing to do with Kevin and I. We have surrounded ourselves with people way smarter than us in the ecosystem of people. We have cryptocurrency calls every single Thursday, technical analysis calls on Friday. We have leadership calls twice a week. We put you through a 120-day challenge, mindset, subconscious mind programming on wealth, goal setting, vision board creation, and what most of you are looking for is the cryptocurrency. One of the best exit strategies out there in the marketplace. We have access to my portfolio. I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice, but I share exactly what I'm doing. You have a Discord with people to support you and help you. We have key members within the community to help you with questions. So if you're new to the crypto space, or you're in the crypto space and you want to be surrounded by a community, it's not a perfect academy. We never claim that. But what we do claim is to have a community that gives a shit about each other and is going to rise together to the new uncommon 1%. So if that's something that interests you or piques your interest, give it a try. Click the link down below in our description. 100% money back guarantee. We don't play games with your money, Warriors. We wouldn't play games with ours. We don't play games with yours. It's not something you don't value, and we give you your money back. No big deal. We end our relationship and we move on. So as we always say, Warriors,